EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to USAA Stadium. USAA, an official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
First and 10 at the 22.
Now Gino. And his throw here is incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Out of the gun, Smith. That is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Spins away. Nails him with a stiff arm. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
19, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
From the gun, it's Walker. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
It's now third down and long.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Lakers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
On first down, it's Genty. And he maneuvers his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. Second and 6.
Yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the gun, here's Smith. Short throw, caught by Bowers. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Gino. They'll get this out to Genty. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. That's caught left side, Myers with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 26 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
Ready.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down.
Ready. Viking 18. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Steady.
Back to throw. Escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Gino down to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 42.
And now Smith going to change the play. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Again, Smith. He'll drop this underneath for Genty.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw, Smith. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jason Myers to kick
The
off.
Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Take over first down 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Gino going to hand it to Genty. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
A gain on the play. That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Once again, it's Genty. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards.
A give out of the gun to Genty. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
A run out of the gun to Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Seahawks 3.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
quite make it to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? He's had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
33-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's second and 8. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Here we go. Step, cut up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, 30 yards. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Back now here on EA Sports. For the fourth quarter, will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Smith. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Now Smith. Third throw caught by Bowers. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
A 5-yard gain brings up second down at their 48-yard line.
Now it's Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Tucker. 7 yards there and a first down.
7-yard gain. And the Las Vegas first down.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2.
Smith here, an audible at the line. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
13X.
Throwing is Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, 35 yards. And the Raiders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And shifts past him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. 19 strike. Move it, 19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes. Brought down the Raiders set. Max Crosby in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here comes second down. They'll set up to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And Walker has it. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
15 yards. Brings up 4th down.
79 Broncos. Cup 19. 60 Bobcats.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Throwing now, Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
To throw is Smith. And this This is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
They'll look to throw here.
That's taken in by Arroyo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Now the Raiders have got him. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets pretty